Hi Poopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni ASMR. Welcome back. Before this begins, as always, subscribe and tap the bell and hit all notifications so you can get notified of new videos from me every single week. And check my website if you would like to book your own coffee cup reading, your own custom, personalized, unique session. It's on my website, tonybomboni.com. You just use those coupon codes. And I have other services as well, like candle wax, ASMR, Reiki, and tarot. So, what are you waiting for? I'll see you there. Alright, so let's begin. This is the ultimate deluxe coffee cup reading session. I chose 6 cups. I just felt in the mood to do this today, an extra long one for you to have a wide selection to choose from. And since you guys have just continuing to bless me so much with your bookings, I just really thank you. I want to bless you and continue to bless you back with tons of more readings for free. Okay, so let's see here. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so this will be cup 1, just as you see on the screen here, okay? This cherry blossom agate. You can look at the cup, you can look at the stone, whatever draws you in, or both. And you can pick multiple cups. You can pick all the cups if it draws you, okay? So cup 1, cup 2 is this raw turquoise nugget. Alrighty. It's raw turquoise. This cup 2, this parrot cup. Cup 3 is Larimar. It's a Larimar stone, okay? It's very pretty, this aquamarine color cup. Cup 4 is this purple cup with a lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Okay. Cup 5 is pyrite. This black cup, pyrite. And cup 6 is this Herkimer diamond. Herkimer diamond. Okay, this owl cup. So again, cup 1, cup 2, cup 3, cup 4, cup 5, cup 6. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. You can always pause this video. And when you trust your intuition, picking whatever. Oh, as soon as I said that, my right ear started to ring, so I know we're channeling now the divine message from above. Okay, let's begin with cup 1, the pink cup, cherry blossom agate. Give me a moment to move my my stuff so I can get a sense of organization here. All right. So again, this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just for my personal reference. All right. Let's see. Cup 1, if you chose cup 1, the cherry blossom agate. Sorry for the bandage. I had an oopsie poopsie. Something to do with a fork. No big deal. Alright. So let's see here. I actually didn't really quite give these cups the due diligence time to settle. But again, everything I do is used with my general intuition. So if I feel like it doesn't need that much time, it shouldn't require that much time. And by the time I do my readings, they'll pretty much be dry. So I will just go ahead and begin. This one I know has had an incredible amount of foam, because usually when you first pour in the cup, the first cup that gets the coffee is the most foamiest, and the rest get more liquidy. So a couple of cups had more of a foam than others. So anyway, let's see what the message is for you. Cup 1. There's a woman. No, it looks like a cat. Oh my gosh, it's a cat. Oh my god, it's a cat. Who has a cat? But the cat looks like it's transformed into a bird. Maybe the cat's feeling lonely and then needing more pets, more company. Maybe you're wanting to buy more pets. I see it's reaching for like lizards and fish. Maybe you have multiple animals. Maybe you're just an animal-oriented person. And yes, I also read the plates sometimes. Depends. There's like thick eyebrows here with one eye open and the other closed. Maybe it looks kind of shocked and surprised. Maybe you're curious, but you don't want to know about something. But that fish looks like it's linked to the cat/bird. It's like half cat, half bird. It looks like it's part of its tail. So it has a fish tail, and it's reaching toward a lizard. Like a Komodo dragon of sorts with like 3 teeth out of its belly. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but it's all connected. I guess it's trying to say everything's connected, and even the dragon's connected to you in some way. You're maybe making connections here, even with creatures of the earth. All right. So let's further see. Oh, look at this beautiful cup. I know I didn't give it time to settle, so some of it is actually going to drip down. But look how foamy it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's a lot of surface level things you're going to be going through and dealing with. But it also links to a more advanced stage of the game. So it feels like there's like a mermaid here. It's just like a giving, like a universal, let me move this aside. Universal way of giving and receiving. So maybe you're being more generous, donating to somewhere, some causes. You're feeling like more empowered rather than stationary. Oh, but the foam is covering. I guess that's why you should give it more time to settle. But anyway, it's actually dripping down and covering the reading, but it's okay. I like a multi-dimensional reading because it not only makes my job more interesting, but more complex. Maybe you're just trying to cover the surface level things up because you think they're a big deal when they're actually not. There's some like seahorses. A lot of this reminded me of like sea life, wildlife. Maybe you just visited an aquarium. But I see your connectivity through other people. So connecting to others, cup of 1, is so crucial at this time. It's like fish connecting with other fish. It's sort of like linking together and contributing within one another and giving each other lessons and lifelong experiences, you know? And a lot of times we as humanity want to like talk to people and stuff, but then we realize like, oh, how much they hurt us, and we don't really want to talk to you anymore, you know? But I feel like we're going to. Maybe this thing is kind of like a haze covering you overhead is going to fall down. It's like whatever you're worried about will drop, but also try not to conceal and cover what you actually need to focus on, because sometimes we can stray our minds from one thing that we actually need to do. Okay. someone being romantic here with someone else. That makes sense. I picked pink, so intuitively the color also always matches somehow with the reading. But there's other connections, so be careful. One of them just may be a fling, or being with other people, cheating. I do see a lot of connections here. But it overall feels very positive, like you're in a good place, you're in a good mood. Some things will expose themselves to you soon that might, again, raise an eyebrow. But you kind of already know what's going to happen. It's a very artistic type of personality. It also reminds me of like a wavy, thin eyebrow. It's like a very creative type of person you are. You don't have a clear set mind, like a business-oriented, structured mind. You're just very in tune with yourself and your world. This is your reality you're creating, and you're realizing your connectivity through others, that they also have this within themselves. I think you're really looking in the eye of people more and really connecting against what connections you're seeing yourself through others and humanity as well. You're even, this looks like modeling, like even posing or something, maybe just in a very artistic way. Maybe you're modeling for someone, drawing you, like flexing maybe muscles, like, you know, that might be the, oh my god, I see like the it clown. What is that about? Something may spook you. That, I think the deeper you get in your art, the darker it may get for you, but it's just your imagination, it's just your mind. Like, try not to get so entranced by the depths of your mind that you get carried away with other externalized thoughts, right? Externalized way of thinking. That's not really reality, it's more fantasy. I think you're really being in fantasy land lately, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It allows you to express yourself emotionally and be more creative, and to have this ability to channel what's out there, because there's so much more out there that we don't even realize. So again, that's why the veil sort of drops and you get to see a first sneak preview of that other world. There's so many worlds out there, but I encourage you to write about it, draw it, talk about it. I feel like you're a drawer, like an artist. You get together with some friends and work on some projects like clay or resin or something like that. Like, you just get really creative. Like, maybe you're that type of person that's like nerdy a bit and just likes comic books and something like that. So I do see a lot of that integrated in this one reading, okay? Or you're just channeling that part of you that you put away and held back for so long, like, you know. Like different characters, different storytelling, and all kind of linking with how you see the world in your life. Maybe as a escape from reality a bit. That might be the best thing for you as well, to avoid this. Again, not avoid. Don't use it as a tool to avoid, but I guess in a sense to sometimes avoid certain subjects at certain times. Eventually you do have to take care of them, maybe not now. I do see the letter V. What does that mean? It does have something to do with this romantic partner. Like V or you. Could be V, could be you. Victor, something like that. What name starts with U? I don't know. Uriel? I don't know. Alright. Well, that's your cup one. Thank you so much for listening. And we will move on now to cup number 2. Again, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's continue to cup 2. Cup 2, if you pick the raw turquoise nugget, what is the message for you? All right. Immediately the plate draw me in, so I'm going to read the plate first, just as is. Without exposing the cover yet. There's a lot to this. I feel like there's a mother dog with many babies. Could be pregnancy. I feel like you have a lot of sad people around you. Make sure you check on them. A lot of curious eyes. Maybe some of people pressuring you or giving you a hard time. But it feels mostly positive here. I see a castle. Could be just wanting to get away from all this. It feels like a lot of people are revolving around you and your life right now. Something to do with a pregnancy or a child. Yeah, I warned you that this would be a liquidy reading. Let's see what else I see in the plate. At the end, there's like 3 people that really sticking close to you and you hold deeply in your heart. So continue to hold these people deeply in your heart. Others may be deceitful and say they're there for you, but they won't be in the long run. The waters may be muddly, but you'll have a clear sense of mind quite soon. Don't worry about the confusion. I just heard confusion. Whatever you're confused about, it's just a thought. Don't worry. All right, so yeah, very light reading. So the rest of these may be not that in depth, but you never know. You can never assume. I'll still read. Some cliffhanger. What is like a cliffhanger in your life? Something yet to come, something yet to be resolved or exposed. Something you're waiting to occur. Looks like a wizard here, so it's like, it's almost as if someone even putting you under a spell. Not a literal magic, but hypnotizing you into believing what they say or think or do. Maybe they think they know what is best for you when you yourself know what's best for you all along. You're very structured and organized. It's very linear, this reading. Wow, I mean, it's literally linear. In a sense that you're disciplining and structuring yourself like an airtight package, like sealed, and sometimes you're so overwhelmed by people's curiosity of you in your life that you want to prevent others from finding out. You want a sense of privacy, almost like a celebrity or something. Okay, like you're quite maybe known in your town, or just others know a lot of your business that you perhaps don't necessarily want people to find out. There's particular zodiac sign about you that in the stars and in your alignment, especially now, that is influencing a lot of your decision making and a lot of your life. So just trust in the process, even if it's making you feel a tad bit uncertain and uneasy. You just have to sort of go with it right now, even if it's uncomfortable. You're going to see a lot of stuff that may be disturbing to you. However, trust. See the word trust. Just trust. There's someone or some energy following you all along through this journey. There's like a liquid that just, no matter where I turn, it follows, right? So it's like this baggage or this weight you needing to simply let go into the ether and air dry it. All right? Doesn't serve you or anyone any good. It's like a bow and arrow. You're hitting the target of what you desire. Just be persistent. You may have a struggle manifesting a desire, but continue, proceed. No need to be precautious, no need to stop what you're doing. It's working in your favor. Sometimes the universe just needs some time to be able to work for you. You don't have to necessarily work for it at this time. There's a teapot kettle and a sailboat. Maybe some well-needed rest and a vacation would do you well. So I saw July in my head. So maybe July. Don't be the frog in boiling water. Don't wait on someone's false prophecies. Be what you want to be and do you. There may be like a watery or glazed over look in your eyes. Maybe you're so tired of being disappointed or let down, or you're just tired of being tired. Then rest. Some of you may have soreness, inflammation, could be pimple, could be internal. Careful around too much. That can cause your blood to boil. And coagulate like sugary sweets or anger. Someone, again, it's like keeping up their promise and then not. That could be the people who keep wanting to know what you're doing, what you're up to, and you just maybe want to be left by yourself. There's a polar bear running. Polar bears don't run, but sometimes you need to use external resources and God-given gifts and abilities. This bear even has wings. Polar bears don't have wings. Mammals don't have wings, I mean, in general, but it's like you'll be provided some help that you never thought would come. And the parrot drew me in suddenly. It's like, again, the cup always has something to do with the reading somehow. I see an apple here with a seed, and it's waiting to grow. Continue persistency. You'll grow with time. maybe a lot of mouths to feed around you. Maybe people you can help that need to feed their children. You don't know how you can make someone's day, how you can help someone. All of a sudden, the perception of this reading drew me in. Like, the way you look at things, the way you look at life is what matters. Like, the reading looks different. If I tilt the cup from this to this, it looks vastly different. So never assume. Look at all potential angles, even if it means having to break the cup. And I think you know what that means. Sometimes you're going to have to push the boundaries and limits of what you once held. You say, okay, this boundary, this limit is good and healthy. Again, you're very organized and structured. So it's like this boundary and order, this fence I build up, this wall I put up, works only to a degree. Maybe I have to break it down to let some people in to see what I need to do to improve and change. And there's like, you're never going to grow living within your fence. You have to get outside of the fence to see, like, oh, what's really going on. Thank you so much, Cup 2. That was your reading for today. Not for today, but for a while to come, the next year or so. Anyway, if you picked Cup 3, this is 4, 5, and 6 for my reference. If you picked Cup 3, the Larimar stone. Larimar. Here's the divinely guided message for you. Let's see. Let's see. What do I see in this plate? What is it that I see? The number 4, but it looks like a trident. It just disappeared once I moved it. Interesting, what is that? The plate actually peeled. Something will peel and show itself to you soon. Let's peel back what that could be. Immediately I saw the word scary, frightening, whatever is scaring or frightening you may actually manifest itself because you are scared or frightened about it for so long. It's just one of those things you may have to deal with. That could be the thing that exposed or peeled itself back. I see a shark tooth. You may find some value goods or collectible thing very soon. There's like a cute owl in the clouds. It's like your spirit guide coming through, just saying their hello and they're watching over you. There may be a secret you reveal that you need to reveal first before someone else does. That could be the thing that you're scared of, or the thing that exposes itself to you. A rumor or gossip. You could choose to stay away, but then if the other person speaks up before you do, that could cause you to look worse than if you just admitted it right off the bat. Wow. So this is interesting. There's only like a lot of coffee on one side, so you're very maybe one-sided as well. Maybe there's something you just don't want to flat out deal with. right now. Maybe you're telling yourself, I have enough to do or deal with right now, and it's not my place or responsibility. Yeah, very avoidant. Maybe you're just an avoidant personality. I mean, there's all sorts of different personalities, and that's okay. That's just who you are. And I don't think there's really anything you have to really face up front off the bat until a later time, but everything does sort of eventually come and bite us in the butt. And it's not really going to be a big deal, whatever you go through, but it's going to feel like bite in the butt kind of feeling because you haven't been dealing with a lot of stuff for so long. So this is a very different reading from the rest. However, I think because you're quite a fragile, gentle soul, and again, I did pick very fragile, gentle coloring. So, you're just the type of person that laid back and letting life whoop you sometimes, and letting just like the ocean waves wash over you and drown you, basically. So you need to, not that you need to, but just expect things will come up that you have to eventually deal with. You know, we can only put off, let's say, going to the DMV for so long. I mean, again, this is very surface level stuff. You don't have to go through a lot, thankfully. This is not a negative reading, but you have to be realistic. We live on planet Earth. You're in this body, and you're going to have to eventually put up with something. I don't care if it takes 90 plus years. Eventually something will happen where you have to say, you know what, I just have to get it done, and that's it. And then you realize later, oh, it wasn't a big deal after all. There are much more important matters. Other people have much more important problems. I mean, yeah. You're just very, very, right now, not capable to manage heavy responsibilities and tasks, and that's all right. You could be down the line, and if not, that's all right. We're not all meant to do, let's say example, we're not all meant to be in the army, right? Definitely. So we all different. I think you just have to get to know yourself better and say, you know what, I am capable of doing this. This is where my abilities stand. This is where my gifts lie. And I'm horrible at other things, like, let's say, cooking. Again, it's very light, surface level stuff. It's not a big deal. I just feel like it's going to be a big deal if you are not careful and you get too hard on yourself, which isn't an issue because you're so passive and easygoing, that in this scenario, you just won't care. Like, I feel like even while I'm doing this reading, you're just like, yeah, I don't care. Like, whatever. A lot of you could be maybe air sign, maybe water sign-ish, dependent. A lot of air, like, I just immediately get the vibe of like a Libra, Gemini for some reason, but also Aquarius, Pisces, like that kind of energy. Maybe all of those in your chart somehow. And you're just like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm just gonna do me, be me. Fart noise. And flip the bird, like that kind of thing. Oh, Lord. All right, now, what else? I feel like I need to turn this upside down to really see it. Yeah, again, I'm seeing like that owl in the sky. It's like, I think an owl is your spirit animal. You maybe were an owl in a past life. Something with the wild and the birds. If you can connect with birds and the sky, like flying, or in the trees, like please do so. You can even also communicate with these wildlife beings, and you would be amazed. Like they just come up to you and approach you. You have such a light energy that it's not even about the world's problems. I think you're evolved from that. This is also telling me you're very out there with your thoughts and ways of thinking, and it can be hard to relate or connect and understand other people. Like maybe you don't have many friends, maybe you're always traveling, you're living out of a van or a car. I know a lot of people are now, even against their will, but you know, people are saying it's not that bad. It's actually more liberating. So I think maybe this is something you need to do and connect more with the sky. There's something about the sky. That could also be why I said air sign, but it could just be you just connected with the sky. Okay, but blue, teal, like air, water. That's kind of why I picked the color. You know, it's sort of resonant of that. I can't delve too deeply because there's really not much else I'm seeing. So thank you, Cup 3. I just think you maybe don't have to worry too much. You're on the right path. This is what you're meant to live, a simple life, okay? So don't stress too bad. If something, you're just very sensitive. If something like alters that path, it's okay. Just let it go, okay? Thank you. Cup 4. Again, this is for my reference. Cup 5 and Cup 6. All right, so Cup 4. This lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. If you picked the lapis lazuli, this is the massage for you. Cup 4. Wow. Again. Okay, I do have to say this. It does look like a solar eclipse. Something will eclipse you, meaning cross your path. Something unexpected, even the coffee grinds got thrown out. Could be an event that happens that really pushes you into the limelight or otherwise, depending how you look at it. It's like maybe a blessing and a curse, one of those type of things. But it is your responsibility and only yours to look at it as blessing, okay? Because it's like something one in a lifetime will happen, okay? Let's see. So immediately my vibe is like, and a lot of these readings does show up lately in my coffee cup readings. I don't know why I'm so drawn to this lapis lazuli. I just feel like I have to hold it during the reading. It might help me connect more to you. But anyway, so lately people have been having a lot in end of June through end of September, and then like nothing else in the reading. So I flip the cup over a different way every time. I even pour the coffee differently. I mean, it's tipped differently. It's done differently every time. There's different shapes and sizes. How could it be that like almost every time there's this between where I would read like crossing over these specifically for you guys, the mass majority, it may be the time changed or the time warped. It's now more mid-July through mid-October, so it could have been it changed. But for my bookings lately, every single coffee cup reading has been some major event, some spiritual event going to happen, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. But June 30th through September 30th, something like that. So I feel like I should share that. That's just what the first vibe gave me about this. The thing is, what's different about these pick of cups is these don't look anything like what I've been seeing for individual clients. However, that's because I'm reading a mass majority of people. So it may not even be a bigger deal as I thought. Don't worry if you're confused. A lot of times things don't have to make sense immediately, but I do see this year just saying every time something happening this summer leading into fall, okay? Whatever that means to you, whatever that something is, we will wait and see, okay? But it will be dominant force and influence in your life. Pick a cup number 4. There's something here. God, I just love lapis lazuli. This stone is incredible. I think I'm going to buy a bigger one. But there's something here that is telling me to connect to this good energy, okay? Connect to this, maybe connect to this stone, okay? Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, it's a very beautiful, gorgeous, especially if you get a bigger size stone. If you look up close, it has this beautiful deep colors and sparkles. Look to the beautiful. Look to the things that give you faith during even a hard, difficult, challenging time. I mean, look what's going on now, and I'm dealing with all this stuff in the world. Look to what makes you feel good. Now is okay time for you, specifically cup 4, to indulge in that stuff which gives you comfort. You deserve it. You've been working so hard. You feeling like you haven't made progress in so long. Now is your time to shine through, baby. Shine through. This is your eclipse moment. This is like just as an eclipse is beautiful. This stone is beautiful. So are you. There's so much beauty within you. Beautiful poopsie that can just brilliantly emanate and glow through and help people reach their inner beauty as well. So you will reach other countries. So it could be that you physically go, or you could just be an online person and reach other people. You could reach Spain, you could reach Canada in like 2 seconds nowadays, right? So there's some influence and a wide-reaching influence you can have over many people if you're just not scared of the eclipse. If you find the eclipse beautiful, people are scared of what they don't know. So you just instead, you're the moon that causes the eclipse. You know what I'm saying? Or you're the sun that causes the eclipse. Like, you rather connect with that higher force power than being the observer on earth looking at the eclipse. You are the eclipse. And that's how you're going to reach other countries and nations. You're eclipsing. You're going to shine your shadow or your light, depending on the eclipse, over populations. Okay, so that means like whatever messages you have, people want to hear your word. I think you would do great as an online personality. I think you would do great, maybe even as public figure, public speaking. You're very engaging type of personality, and you're very influential. So you could even reach support and guidance and people to provide you the funds to get to where you need to be. I think you're also going to connect divinely with your purpose as well. And I see a smiley face now shining through the plate, like I do see. You are smiling back at you and saying, yes, this is what you are meant to do. You're so very connected, just like I'm connected to the stone. You're connected to you as well. You're able to let people be open to you and your message and receiving divine guidance from above through you as the channel. Okay, so I think people are just naturally going to be drawn to you. All of a sudden, this stone is very warm. It just heats my palm. So you're also going to be warming and inviting, heartwarming. And if not, you need to channel that part of you, as we all have parts of ourselves, to allow that part to shine through, to be able to help as many people as possible, and to be able to be as influential as possible. Wow. I feel like my higher self really came through with that one, because I'm not even looking at the cup. I was just literally closing my eyes. Like, this is just my higher self talking at this point. But sometimes, like, if not much happened in the cup, I just know. Like, the message just comes through. It just like vapor. It just comes through. All right. Wow. I know I connected their higher source, even holding the stone. This helps with cosmic consciousness, so it enables me to do my work furthermore. So thank you so much, Cup 4. Sometimes the message is short, that's all you need to know. But I do guarantee as a promise. When you book on my website, there's always 15 minutes, okay? That's a guarantee. If I feel like I'm not getting answers, I keep looking, I keep talking until I hit the 15-minute mark. Okay, even if it's a minute or two off, whatever, no big deal. But I never chip you of your time, okay? But I'm not gonna like also push myself to like get a message that's not coming through. You know, I can only go with my guidance and my trust, and I channel spirit to do that as well, to help me do my work. So that's all I'm saying with you. I feel like you're very much in touch and in tune, Cup 4. So keep going, okay? You're doing great. Trust, okay? All right. If you pick Cup 5, the Pyrite. Let us see what the message is for you. Cup 5, the Black Cup. Nothing here. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so this is literally the most non-existent liquidy cup I've ever seen. So we will continue. Nonetheless, again, I channel, so it doesn't matter. To me, I see something streaming down ahead, something approaching you, something coming your way. It's like waiting. It's sort of like waiting for a package. Maybe you have a lost missing package, but it's on its way. Don't worry. 4. You're counting on 4 things. Maybe you're counting your money right now, or you're counting how much you're making. It's tempting sometimes to look at your bank account and see the statement and be like, maybe it's not the best thing for you now, because it's not pushing you to grow. When you stare at the same number every day, you're not necessarily going to manifest more, right? Put it on a vision board or something. It may help you actually grow your account further if you pretend to look at a higher number than you actually have, okay? And don't just pretend, believe it, okay? So something will come through that you've been holding off since childhood. Wow. That you're going to need to take care of. It's almost like man up sort of thing. I saw the word man up. And I know it's hard to hear sometimes, but it's like, wow, we need that like push to strengthen us into being aggressive enough with our actions to take care of things. Suddenly I see in my mind something that I won't say on here, but I think you're very much tempted by someone or something that may distract you from what you should be doing. So maybe if someone is enticing you in a way, being flirty, like just be careful what you're getting into, because I think they're very much distracting you. Try not to focus on the physical desire or the beauty, like it's very deceiving. There's other matters you should focus on, because even after a while that gets old. I see what looks like the E.T. alien. Okay, maybe there's some mystery coming your way. Black, very mysterious color. Very unknown, uncertain. So I think you're even coming into contact with your higher guides, ancestor, spirits, could even be alien. Okay. And this thing, it has something to do with this thing you've been holding off in childhood. Maybe a suppressed part of you that you need to connect with. But it's very, very fleshly. So it's, I think you may even sometimes have a sense of overdoing something that is not necessarily good for you. So just keep that in mind, okay? It will take some time. All of a sudden I'm drawn to the black tourmaline, also black, over there in the client's Reiki session that I put by the window. Sometimes things across the room will draw me in. So maybe black tourmaline will help you connect more, ground yourself, so you don't have those temptations or those fleshly desires, those physical temptations, because sometimes you can attract something even worse from that. Or when you plug into people's energy too much, it's not necessarily good or healthy, okay? Don't let people always tempt you into that. Like, it's not necessarily going to get you anywhere or make progress. Sometimes these things, we think we get ahead and we get more stuck. So this person will keep following you until they get what they want. So you might fall for the trap, but then when they get what they want, it's like, bye. Deceitful. Talk to your guides. Why are you going through this thing? There may be a lesson involved. Let's channel. I'm just going to close my eyes and channel also. Just cover. I never do this, but I'm going to. Yes, just like the pyrite I picked for this reading. Fool's gold, right? This person is fool's gold. Oh my gosh, that makes sense now. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, this person is fooling you into thinking they're gold, and then you get with them, and when they're done, they get their quick one. They fooled you. It's a trap. Oh my gosh, I hope someone is not recording you without your permission as well. Maybe you come across in a grocery store and someone is just like a Karen or something. I don't know. I say that with love, of course, but I'm thinking of my Karen roleplay, like just like someone just really like dramatic. I mean, we're all Karens in some way. I'm definitely a Karen, but I mean, I'm talking about Karen, like in my roleplay, right? Like someone that just will be like so upset at you because they saw you like not putting the grapes away or maybe sampling grapes, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. And they like pull out their phone or whatever, you know, just sometimes we need to mind our business, right? So I think that, yeah, I think people are going a little wild nowadays anyway, so it's like, just mind your business, stay to yourself. Try not to bump your shopping cart into someone else. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, be polite, be gentle, move on. You know, even if you don't agree with someone and their viewpoint, just keep going, keep moving on, you know? Just mind your business. And I think that mindset will sort of make the discomfort easier. I see someone even like grabbing an item and they're like, oh, I grabbed it first. It could be like a thing where there's a dispute with stuff running out and they're like, oh, I bought the ham first, I saw it first, like give it, it's mine, you know, like, or I'm willing to pay more and barter more for this, something like that. Again, stay away. Stay away. There's always an abundant supply elsewhere. No need to fight with someone over something that can be found elsewhere. I think that's all I'm saying. So thank you so much. Code 5. Wow, I'm suddenly drawn by how dark this got. There's nothing, like you can't even, it looks like water, but it's actually coffee. Like, it's so, like the darkness and the unknown. But I feel like you instead are comfortable with the darkness and the unknown. You like it. You like not knowing what's going to happen day to day. I think connecting with that and continuing to connect with that is the best for you because it will grow your faith. When you know what's out there, even if there's unknown and uncertainty around you, you are connecting better with that, and you know life will be okay ultimately. It's like your positivity in the darkness. That's you. Okay? Like there's chaos and Looney Toonies all around you, and then you're like, this is okay. This is fine. All right, thank you so much. If you pick up 6, the Herkimer Diamond. The Herkimer Diamond, let's see what the message is for you. There's a dolphin with big lips. So cute. Maybe someone cute wants to smooch, smooch. There's a wizard, like, not a wizard, what is this? Like a magician, yeah. Like waving a wand and casting a spell. And there's a flower. Think you're being protected by your guides. Maybe some forces try to energetically, psychically attack you, and you're protected by your guides. And it just comes back to bite them even harder. River streams of love, a lot of love going on around you. All throughout, in and out. Yeah. You're connecting with that, like, I almost think like 70s, 60s, like hippie vibe love. Maybe it's good for you to channel that within your soul. Maybe you're listening to a lot of oldie tunes as well, like blues. Let's see. Let's see. Time is going to go so fast it will be warped. You won't know one day from the next. Some of you traveling, but also you may be asked, why? Like a family or friend could be like, why are you traveling? Maybe they're just jealous. Okay. Okay, there's more information here. I'm glad. Finally getting some answers. Let's see. Pick a cup 6, the final cup. The grand finale. There's a meteor, like a comet. Your wish coming to pass. It's kind of graceful that this is the last cup, because it's always like, the last thing, like I said, like season finales, like, oh, that's where you get the answers. That's where you know the end result of the plot that thickened for so long, or like the storyline felt boring for so long, and then finally, oh, here we go. And Herkimer Diamond is funny. I picked this. It's drawing me in now. It's the most powerful stone. Amplified energy. So it's like, this is the peak result, the answers you're looking for all along, I feel, if you pick this cup. And even if you pick the other cups, it's like, yes, this is the end result of everything you're waiting for. You're going to finally understand why everything around you is happening the way it is. Everything will start to make sense. Oh my God. I didn't even think of this, but I did see an owl in another cup, so maybe you picked this with cup. What was it, cup 3 or something? And I saw the owl. Something like that. I think this connects back to that storyline, like why this had to happen. Oh, now it's making sense in a future environment or scenario. Could also be that thing you're hoping for, wishing for, now manifesting, okay, as well. Now your gift coming to pass. Even if you have to be a little more patient, because even in the season finale, you always still have to go through the unknown and the uncertainty, okay? Just like a show on Netflix or something, you know what I'm saying? Or any movie. There's a growth chart. It's like slow growing and then slow growing and then boom, like growth. So maybe your business is gonna boom and do fanatical. Again, patience and persistence. You got that right. Keep at it. Keep going. Keep fighting. Yes, you got this. This feels very good. All these readings feel good nonetheless, but this feels like poof. Some lady with like humongous biggest pants and like heels. Like she's tiptoeing around. She's strutting her stuff. She looking fire. Yes, queen, slay, auntie child. That could be you. Maybe like a successful business woman or man, whoever's watching. But also, it's like channeling the divine feminine. So I always say when I channel into feminine energy, it's like, yes, that could be for the mans too, okay? Because mans can channel this divine energy as well. All of a sudden, before I continue reading, I feel compelled to hold this stone and just channel. So we're going to channel. Give me a moment. The number 2 comes in my head to November 2nd, or 2 people or events. Big influence. Maybe you're hiring 2 people to work additionally in your business by November. November could be the time as well when your business blossoms and flourishes and you thrive overall. When business thrives, so does the soul. But you know, just like with the stock market, everything comes to a crash eventually, right? So before you can expand further growth, keep in mind this doesn't last forever. However, enjoy the ride while you can and try to feel stabilized in your emotional sense. I'm speaking through my higher self now. He's coming through so that you can ride the bumpy ups and downs, because I feel like whatever it is you're doing requires a stock supply of your energy. And when you have no energy left to provide for the world, your business cannot continue to thrive while you are not giving enough of yourself. People don't just rely on you for your great business, but they rely on your mind and your gift. You're not just here to make money, soul. You are here to provide for humanity. I see a ghost in my mind. Maybe you're feeling invisible sometimes. Maybe you avoid others because you can't relate, and that's okay, dear child of the universe. You are wonderful the way you are. Look at you in those boots or those heels. Continue to shine. I feel like a lot of you are extroverted personalities as well, but you're also not so much to a point where you're around others. Maybe you just succeed so well that you can't really be around others too long. You're very consumed with time, and your time matters very much to you. You value it. It's precious, like a palladium. However, there comes a time where you will reach a breaking point, and that's when everything may appear as if it is crashing or crumbling down around you, and you just need to persist and exist and continue to strive for what you fight for. Remember, it's not about the crash, cup number 6. It's about your survival through the crash. So when everything crumbles, you elevate higher. The death of the old ego, the rise of the spiritual queen within you. The princess warrior with a sword that's continuously fighting. Some of you are even having an appearance change. Longer hair to shorter. Shorter hair to longer. It's based on what you're going through in your divine experience. Source is always there to help you when you need to hone back in and connect. All right, that was beautiful. Let's see what else is going on. Your luck is here soon. I'm getting quite emotional because this feels very good. Don't worry, even if you're scared of the crash, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry if you fail. Most businesses fail like 5 times before they finally win, you know? There's like a butterfly princess with wings riding a unicorn. I think out of fear, you're just going to connect back to what makes you comfortable and live in imagination, and that's okay. You do you. You be that princess, queen, pony, unicorn, rainbow, sunshine, flower, goddess, warrior of light. You do you. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to find comfort and recluse a while in this forestry of imaginative experiences. Sometimes we go a little haywire when things don't go our way, and that's okay to be this unknown or this what's perceived as fantasy to other people. Don't let them bring you down just because they're mad that they can't be a wonderful being. You're very special and unique. Cup 6. More than you think. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this gave you the guidance and insight you're always looking for. And again, website to book your own readings from me. I cannot wait to see you there. I offer a lot on there. Helps keep the lights on or the candles to continue doing what I'm doing. I just, I guess I got emotional also with that last reading because it's so beautiful to connect with all of you. I just feel so thankful right now in this moment to be able to share a message that comes through, and it makes me so happy to read the comments and see like how much you guys really feel these are accurate. I never expected this or to be able to do this, but it just makes me feel so good inside to continue doing what I love. And I know we're all going through a lot right now, and I'm definitely picking up on a lot of that. So just stay strong, my poopsies. We got this. We're warriors. We can do